Good evening, Leos. Welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I'll be doing for you today is to go on and give you your October reading, and of course, it's valid until the end of this month. I've chosen to go on to use my Lenormand's deck. It's already shuffled and illustrated as we see here, in addition to using a few additional oracle cards just to give you a bit more pertinent advice into your situation. So, what I'm going to do is going to make a few general observations. And ladies and gentlemen, if this reading resonates, go on and give it a big thumbs up. If you've yet to subscribe, please take a few moments to do so now. Okay, so let's go on and get started. I'm just going to look at these cards here, the enormous cards, and just um, get a feel for what I'm kind of seeing. I'm coming towards you from now until the end of this month here. I'm kind of seeing someone that you really already know that kind of appears to feel to you as if he or she is a soulmate, and I'm also getting a sense that the person might be a bit stressed or nervous, very business oriented. I'm feeling, and I'm getting a sense that he or she is also possibly tall, very ambitious, and has very high morals, if you will. I'm getting a lot of strong dark features, like a darker person, and hair as well. And it could potentially also be a person that's um, tanned or either of olive type complexion as well. But the person appears to be very independent and might even kind of keeps him or herself that way for a reason. I'm kind of feeling. Again, I'm feeling that the person is very family oriented. I'm also getting or picking up a heavier set or kind of stalk type person too here. Okay. I'm also seeing something that's going on with you guys. I mean, regarding business, I'm feeling some type of business challenges that you may be facing. Even for some of you, you may have lost some customers. I'm kind of getting, um, and it looks like it's more so connected with some type of an enterprise or a business or some sort that you are passionate about, or it could be something charitable. Okay. Um, I'm also feeling the sense that the individual that you will be connecting with, it looks like they might even work with the government or works in the government or a very big corporation of some sort. Or even potentially for some of you, it might be a judge or either, in fact, a lawyer. Okay. So those are just a few generalities that I just wanted to just point out to you. So let's go on and get started and look at the card falling to the bottom here. We have the house card. And this card denotes an earth sign. So earth signs, ladies and gentlemen, are Capricorn, Taurus, as well as Virgos. So this card is all about, stability in domestic matters. So this therefore shows that, what you desire most, really, ladies and gentlemen, is it looks like you really want to settle down. And it also shows a concern, even possibly for a well built or stocky or a solidly built type person who might, even in fact works in construction or even in a family type oriented business, or might even be a realtor of some sort, or a landlord or landlady. Okay, let's go on and just look at these batch of cards first right here, and these kind of show what you've been experienced or have experienced in the past, or perhaps what you might be in process of experiencing. So let's start with this dog card there. So this card denotes a water sign. It refers to a Cancer, Pisces, and or Scorpio. And Venus is the ruler of this card. And this card is, it's all about, good friendship, or one whom you feel that you can trust, or one, who kind of puts others ahead of his or her own feelings. So this card could, even suggest that this person might even be a therapist or some sort, or works in a hospital, or even possibly even, a veterinarian, in some sense, or does some type of counseling work, or even works in like security, or even perhaps, in policing. Okay. Now your next card here, we have, I'm just going to go on and just describe these batch of cards, these cards here, and then I'm just going to kind of blend the meanings of them to just give you a story here. Okay, the next card who we here, we have that mice card. And that denotes a fire sign, okay? It's Sagittarius, Aries, and or Leo. And the rulers of this card are Saturn and Uranus. So this card is all about worries and stress. So this tells me that this person appears overworked and even might suffer from mental illness or mental issues or have ADHD. Or a person that it looks like he or she has a lot of I'm feeling baggage or always seems to be stressed and possibly stingy. I'm seeing salt, pepper, hair. Even for some of the gentlemen out there, I'm seeing a receding hairline, and for you gentlemen, um, with these women here, I'm also feeling that perhaps she either wears a wig or a weave or some type of hair extension. Okay, but he or she does some type of stressful work, and even could potentially um, work in a factory of some sort. Okay, now, your next card here is the fish. So, this denotes a water sign, and of course, the water signs are Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces. And the rulers of this card are Jupiter and Neptune. So, this card is all about, ladies and gentlemen, business and, independence. And, so this card kind of makes, the individual very kind of business savvy, or business oriented. What I'm getting here, and the person might even be an investor or an accountant, or works in sales, or really enjoys traveling. And I feel the person is quite persuasive and attractive. Okay, so for some of you, the person might even work in a fishing type business or self-employed. But I'm also getting a sense too that this person drinks a lot. It might even be an alcoholic. Okay, so I'm going to go on and just synthesize what I'm kind of seeing here in your past just to give you a story, what I'm kind of feeling here. So what these four cards here will suggest to me is that it seems that in the past you felt that you met your soulmate and felt your connection very reliable. You know, However, I'm feeling, the relationship became a bit manipulative and very unstable. And for some of you, looking at this fish card, it became a bit more open, I'm feeling. But it looks like you still, you know, felt a strong sense that this person I'm feeling was your true love, and therefore I'm feeling that you kind of wanted the relationship to flourish, but you realized you needed to kind of trust your own instincts here. What I'm getting here, okay? Now let's move beyond this and kind of see what we have coming up for you for the future here. We have this Tower card, and no, don't be alarmed because it doesn't have the same connotations as the Tower and the Tarot. So what I'm kind of seeing here with this card here is that, looking at that Tower card, is that it's kind of telling you really to try to be aware of kind of what really is kind of going on around you, you know because with this Tower card, it shows that you're still, you might still feel a bit entrapped or confined to your situation. Yet, since this card also is all about, very serious matters, many of you will kind of want to kind of have a serious relationship. And this will, looks like this will solidify, your relationship, or you want to kind of solidify your relationship or kind of make the relationship more official when you're kind of having that card there. So, ladies and gentlemen, in order to kind of do this, you might consider perhaps maybe try working on establishing a bit more boundaries than those that you may, because it looks like you never set those type of boundaries in the past. Okay. Now your next card here, and of course this connects us with fire type signs. So once again, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So we have right now here we have that market card there, and of course market, that card is all about work and service. You know, and it connects us again with air type signs. Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. So it kind of tells you that this person, once again, It's very, very business oriented, okay? And then last but not least, you have a fairly good ending there. You have that key card, okay? And this card is kind of it's here and it's quite positive because it's kind of showing that your connection will indeed um, get a bit serious, because it is a karmic or a soulmate type connection because you have all of the relevant type cards there in your reading, and any strife or perhaps any miscommunications that the two of you may have had, it looks like they're going to be resolved. Things are going to be resolved, and things are going to kind of be restored to a more harmonious state. So the two of you will kind of open your hearts up to one another, and this card is really kind of telling you too, ladies and gentlemen, that go for it. It's worth it. You know. Another thing that I did want to point out too is that I'm kind of getting a strong sensation here because by you having this house card there, that shows that you do want to, to have a stable commitment, and it looks like it will be with someone that you already know. I'm feeling more than likely that's going to kind of be coming back towards you. So I just wanted to just give you a bit more parting advice into your situation before closing here. And so I decided to go in and just go in and select two additional cards here. And let's look at your first one here. The message here is giving and receiving. So this card is all about, asking or sharing or kind of restoring balance to your situation. So this shows that your relationship has the potential, because six is all about adjustment. It has the potential of kind of restoring itself, harmoniously. And it shows that you really kind of worked hard for this, and if you will. And this card is kind of a sense of rewarding you, for the efforts that you've made. But it is kind of giving you a warning here is to kind of try to be careful, and don't try to, be a mate or try to solve everyone's problem, because people go through things for a reason, and it's for their lesson that they need to learn on their own, you know, and be sure to kind of, um, really give what it is that you're able to give, to the situation, and be open to receiving any type of support that, may come towards you that I'm kind of getting here with that card there. Okay, and last but not least, we have clarity of belief. And this card is all about communication and all about transformation. So this card shows once again that we have great potential. We're looking at the number one here. So one is all about new, taking, things that are going to be coming about, new things that can kind of crop up in your life. And so this card is kind of asking you to rid yourself of patterns that have kind of sabotaged you in the past and move forward into the new, and really decide what it is that you're willing to give to this relationship, you know, and just communicate your feelings, but yet try to be a bit more flexible and open-minded. Okay. So Leos, this is what I have for you. Once again, this reading is valid until the end of this month. If it resonated, go on and give it a big thumbs up. If you've yet to subscribe, please take a few moments to do so now. If you'd like a more personalized reading, you can contact me at WAT61073 at gmail.com. I certainly look forward to hearing your comments, and do have a nice day. Thank you.